Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon. We are back to YouTube. It's been a while, and a lot of people are probably wondering, well, even myself are wondering, well, Costa, where have you been? And let's just say, I was doing something in the past 8 months, 9 months, and, well, let's just say it didn't work out. It is what it is. It was, something to do with Canada and our political system, but, it is what it is. Some things in life, they don't work out, and you try stuff. If they work, they work. If they don't, move on to the next thing. You can't get stuck on something that is failing. And hey, if you fail at something, that's all right. You try again. Eventually, you succeed at something. So we were thinking long and hard about what we're gonna do in the automotive field, and obviously we've got our full-time automotive thing, but there's also stuff that I really love to do, which is YouTube at the end of the day. And I was sitting and thinking, like, this car is awesome. I love it. It drives absolutely amazing. I will probably never sell it. Well, I actually will never sell it. We're probably just gonna work harder until we can get even more cars. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I was like, what do I like to do? And honestly, I like helping others. I like cars. I like fixing problems. And I love working with people. And most importantly is I love helping others. That's who I am as a person. Like, no matter what, if somebody calls me up or if they ask me something, I will always be there. I'll always help out. I'll always try to solve a problem. That's just who I am. So I was sitting and thinking, what are we gonna do with, I guess, let's say the automotive field and kind of my own personal values, my passions? And it kind of dawned on me, I gotta do this YouTube stuff, but in a kind of different way. Most people, they post like their own kind of stuff, and they're like, oh, this is what I did with my car, and I fixed this, and I fixed that, and I have this project, and I have that project. And it's great because people love that, but eventually you kind of run out of stuff to do with your own car. Like even my car, even the C63, well, let's be honest, there's not much left that I can do on it. Like, I'm planning to do coilovers and and replace the rear subframe because it's starting to rot out. Well, Mercedes is going to do that. That's a warranty. That's like an extended warranty, 25 years, unlimited kilometers thing. Once it gets perforation, they will basically replace it for free. Then the differential's starting to do weird stuff, and the transmission's doing weird stuff again. And the engine is great, but it's we're at what, 190, almost 191,000 kilometers. So eventually we'll pull out the engine and we'll fully rebuild it, like down to the crankshaft bearings, and just make the car like absolutely perfect. So there's a lot to do. Like, we've come a long way. I've had this car for 7.5 years, and I love it. It's great. It runs amazing, and I don't see myself getting anything else. Like, it's been reliable, it's been unreliable, but at the end of the day, I can't see myself letting this car go. So anyways, that's what we can do with this car. But there's always the question of what else can we do? So it really dawned on me. I realized two things. Number one, all the parts that I've ever ordered for this car, I've always ordered them pretty much by myself. And I've always tried to find the best quality parts for the best prices and the fastest timing. So I realized, if I'm able to do that for myself, why can't I do that for others? So, like, for example, how people say, oh, like, Costa, blah, blah, like, China parts they're so bad. They're not. Like, that's the crazy thing. Like, China is, well, I'm not going to say they're going to take over the world, but China it leads in all manufacturing at the end of the day, and we're just consumers on the other side buying their products. And I'll give you an example. The water pump on this car, when the bearings started to kind of go bad and make noise, I called up Mercedes, and I'm like, hey, Mercedes-Benz in Canada, by the way, we're in Canada. I was like, here's my VIN. Can you give me pricing for a water pump? And they were like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. It's $630 whatever dollars plus tax. I'm like, well, okay, whatever, sure. And they're like, oh, and it's going to be 2 weeks to get it. And I'm like, oh, great. Back order Germany, it's going to take 2 weeks. That's annoying. And I'm like, I already knew what the part number is because I'm pretty, well, what can you say? I'm good with part numbers. So I know exactly which part is for which car, you know, by VIN number, manufacturing date, like you name it. So if I know what the part number is, I'll always be able to find the part. So I didn't even need to ask them for the part number because I already knew what it is. And even though they kind of supplied it to me, I was like, okay, it's definitely the one. But I was like, wait a minute, $635 for a water pump and it's gonna take 2 weeks for me to get it? This just doesn't make any sense. So guess what? I went on a Chinese website, plugged in the part number, and you wanna know how much that water pump was? $98. Free shipping with no taxes. And guess what? Do you wanna know how fast it showed up? Faster than 2 weeks. I was blown away. But skeptical because obviously, oh, it's a Chinese part, blah, blah, blah. Like it's probably inferior and defective. Well, guess what? Literally in the next couple of days, we installed it and it has been perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. It works. Like, I'm sorry, but you can't, like, yeah, okay, it's hit and miss. Sometimes you get bad products and, you know, then it's like, oh, it's a bad product, blah, blah. But hey, guess what? Sometimes even OEM parts are defective and they're bad. So it's like, you just kind of have to go with it. And if you want to fix something, well, I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, if the part is the least expensive, you should get it. Trust me, most of this China stuff, it's great. And it probably even sometimes is better in every single way than original equipment. It's just how it is. So with that being said, I was thinking, there's so many people that sometimes message me, call me, friends, family, customers, and they're like, oh my God, blah, 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 like parts are so expensive. Like, I don't know what to do. I can't afford this. And I realized people are uninformed. They hear, for example, a quote, like even this water pump, and they're like, oh, it's $635. Oh my God, I can't afford that. That's like half my rent or whatever. I don't know what your financial situation is. And they're like, I can't afford it. And then they kind of pretty much like are stuck. They break down and they don't know what to do. And either they fold and they cave to that price, or they don't perform the repair. And it's disappointing because at the end of the day, that's where our world and our economy is headed to. Like a lot of people, they're not gonna buy new cars nowadays. Like, I'm sorry, but factually, we're headed into a recession. So most people are not gonna buy a new car. They're gonna fix their old stuff. And even in good times or in bad times, people will always fix their cars. So the idea is, I'm gonna create a system, a social media system almost, on YouTube, on Instagram, wherever, where if people have a problem with their car, especially with parts, they can literally reach out by email, by whatever, direct message, maybe even a video. You can even film me a video and say, hey, here's my problem, and I want you to help me out. Help me find this part, or help me figure this out. And guess what? I will respond, and I'll actually be able to help you find the part that you're looking for at the best price, the fastest shipping speed, and just help people out. And then they'll be able to kind of order it themselves, and well, there you go. Your problem has been solved. You haven't been able to find your part, now you're able to find it. Sometimes people are gonna be like, you know what? You're the expert. I want you to find me the part. Here's my credit card, and I want you to buy it for me. So that's what I'm gonna do. You need a part, I will supply it. Send me your information. We'll figure everything out. Make sure that you're satisfied. We'll order whatever you need to order, and you'll receive it. That's it. Everything's gonna be good. And the same thing on the service side. That's point number 2. A lot of people, something is wrong with their car. It's making a noise. Like, it's broken down. It doesn't drive. Whatever. The car doesn't even turn on. Who knows? Who knows what the problem is? It's like, you know, you're supposed to take your wife or your girlfriend or whatever on a road trip, and the car doesn't start. Or you're driving and it's making a weird noise, and you're like, oh, you know, I have to turn the music up. A lot of people, they don't even want to take their car to the mechanic because they're freaking out. They're like, oh my God, it's gonna cost so much money, blah, blah, blah. Like, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. And they hold off on their repairs until it gets worse and worse and worse, until eventually something, you know, catastrophic happens, essentially. So that's the second thing. I realized that, like, throughout my 9+ years of being in the automotive field, a lot of people They don't fix stuff that needs to be fixed because they're afraid. And at the end of the day, they're afraid because they're not, I'm not going to say not educated enough, but they're not hands-on. They don't think in like mechanical terms. When something needs to get fixed, they're like, oh, I got to take it to the mechanic. It's like, you know that a lot of things you can really fix yourself if you just kind of stop, think about the problem, look at your hands and realize that they work and you have a brain, you'll be able to fix it. It's not that hard. A lot of people are just afraid that they're going to break something even more, when in reality, you're probably going to be able to fix it by yourself. So same exact idea. Something is broken. You don't know what it is. You can't figure it out. You don't know how to do diagnostics. You can't check it properly. Same exact thing. Send a message. Send an email. Send a video. And we are going to create this, what do you call it, like community of repairs. Because that's how everything should be at the end of the day. Like sharing knowledge and how things need to be fixed is so important, because a lot of people are like, well, I can't fix it. I don't know how to fix it, or I can't afford to do it. And then you go around and you're like, oh, I'm going to look at a YouTube video, but it doesn't give you exactly what you need. It gives you like part of it, or sometimes the whole entire thing, but you're like, oh, it's too much to watch. There's so many different things in automotive that kind of work and don't work. So the idea is, whatever the problem is, we will be able to help identify it and help explain how to fix it. So if your car is broken or if you need parts, literally, that's what we're gonna do. You're gonna reach out. All you gotta do is send a video and just be like, hey Costa, my name is blah, 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 George, and my car is making this weird squeaking noise from the back. I parked it for about a month, and then I drove it, and now it's making noise. I don't know what it is. What do you think it could be? Literally just send a video just like that. Show the problem, explain what's going on, say what kind of car it is, be like, it's a 2012 Toyota Corolla or whatever. Ironically, there's a Corolla beside me. But literally just send a message like that, either email, video, or just message, and we'll figure it out. Hey, and then the great thing is that we'll have a knowledge and database of all these repairs, because then not only will I be able to solve the problem for you, you'll be able to solve the problem for yourself, and then other people will be able to come back and be like, hey, that was the problem. They fixed it. They figured it out. Now I can use that video or that like shared information to fix my stuff. And we'll just kind of build it and build it and build it and build it. And eventually it's going to get to the point where people are like, oh my God, this is basically like a virtual mechanic and automotive parts business. Well, not business, but kind of, you get the point. So that's what we're going to do. Slowly but surely, we're going to film shorts. We're going to film long form videos of basically explaining repairs, and anybody that reaches out, which is quite a few people that have been reaching out, we will explain how to fix your car. And that's it. It's going to be pretty straightforward. Anyways, we got some stuff to do today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. We are back. We're going to have fun with this. We're back to YouTube. We're back to social media. And let's have fun with this. Peace out, guys.